Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. In our previous episode, Kevin got better. He now is working more specifically for the Blades. We have finished up one Blades job, which involved us going to a Dwemer Ruin, and now we need to talk to Shangra Musgob in the Mages Guild about the Nerevarine prophecies. We've already learned about the 6th house, now we need to figure out the Nerevarine prophecies. Now, Shangra Musgob is a member of the Mages Guild, and for some people in quest lines, it's hard to get any information about them unless they already like you. I'm not really sure if that's the case in this part of the quest, because it's been a while since I have played this particular quest line. So I think what we're going to do today is join the Mages Guild, as per request of last weekend's episodes too. So today, we are going to join the Mages Guild, do a few quests for them, and maybe if we have time, we'll talk to Shangra Musgob about any work that she might have for us. Kevin is continuing to look down, as is his custom, so let's talk to Rannis Atheris, the leading member of the Balmor Mages Guild, and see if we can join. I would like to join the Mages Guild, please, Rannis. You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Wow, signing up is really friggin' easy. So, do you have any duties about this? I don't have any duties for an associate. Alright, so the leading member of the Mages Guild doesn't have any duties for someone as low ranking as ourselves. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. So Ajira is...
What do you...
Shut up. Ajira is not a ranking member in the Mages Guild, at least not very high ranking. Ajira is a pretty low member, and she is just a regular person of the Mages Guild who works in here. We have met Ajira once. Let's see if we have improved her disposition with her enough for her to be nice to us yet. Ajira? Will you say anything?
Why do you approach?
Alright, so she's a little cranky with us still, for no reason. We're not even up to 50. We're at 49 and she's still being a crank to us. Oh well. Ajira, I was told to talk to you about duties. Do you have anything for us? Yes, Ajira has duties for you. Before Ajira can be a journeyman in the Mages Guild, Ajira must study local mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms are these, exactly? To finish Ajira's report, Ajira needs samples of Luminous Rasula, Violet Copernus, Bangala's Bane, and Hypophasia. Ajira knows you can find all these on the Bitter Coast. The easiest way is to go south along the River Odai until you see a wooden bridge across the river. Get out of the river there and find a path west over the hills. Alright, so we need to find 4 different samples of mushrooms for her. Now, I knew this was coming, because I have joined the Mages Guild enough to know that this is the first quest you do, and the mushrooms are in and around Seydanine. I was planning to join the Mages Guild this episode, so before the episode began, I went to Seydanine and collected the mushrooms. So right now we have Bungler's Bane, Hypophasia, we already had Violet Copernus, and Luminous Rasula. So Ajira, I work really fast. Here are the mushrooms you needed. Do you have samples of all the mushrooms? Yes, I do, and here they are. Yes, these are all good samples. Now Ajira can write the report and be a journeyman of the Mages Guild. Ajira has made potions for you to take in return. Ajira is no great alchemist yet, but Ajira thinks you can use these. And these potions are 4 cheap restore health potions. Pretty darn good, considering the mushrooms that we collected are pretty common and not really all that great, except for the water breathing and walking, but 1 sample of each mushroom, 4 cheap restore health potions. That's pretty good, I think. Do you have anything else you might need help with? Yes, Ajira has more duties for Kevin. Ajira made a bet with Galbadir. This isn't sounding quite as clean as the previous one. Ajira made a bet with Galbadir that Ajira would be a journeyman before Galbadir. Now Ajira must study these mushrooms and write a report. Ajira wants you to give Galbadir a fake soul gem. Ajira is apparently not the most moral character in Morrowind. Ajira has made a fake soul gem. Take it and put it in Galbadir's desk upstairs. Galbadir should be coming downstairs to talk with Maraine Dren, so no one will see you do these things. Alright, so let's get on with that. Fake soul gem. Alright, so I said before that the Fighters Guild is pretty full of corruption, but by Galbadir, not by me. But it seems that the Mages Guild has some less than moral members here. I mean, they're not doing anything wrong, but kind of tricky stuff. Galbadir's desk, there's a lesser soul gem in there already. We weren't told to take it, so let's avoid stealing if at all possible. Dropped in the fake soul gem, so now there's that. It weighs the same, but it is completely worthless. Alright, and back downstairs we go to talk to Ajira. Wonder if we're getting paid for this. Well, not really paid, but getting actual recognition. I will promote you because you put a fake soul gem into the desk of somebody else because a Mages Guild member asked you to do this. What? Has Kevin put the fake soul gem in Galbadia's desk? I have done so. You have put the gem in the desk as Ajira asks? Ajira thanks you. Any more duties? Ajira must now study local flowers. Alright. Yes, Ajira must study flowers now. Ajira needs samples of gold canet, stoneflower petals, willow anther, and heather. These can all be found on the shores of Lake Amaya. Alright. This is the second time for me recording this episode because I got 10 minutes into recording this episode in the previous session and my console froze on me. So I knew this was coming as well. I went ahead and went to the place that I needed to gather all the ingredients. It took me about 20 minutes. And by the time I found the last flower, I was close enough to Satanin that it was much faster to go to Satanin and take the Silt Strider back to Balmora. Hi, Kevin. So I have already prepared the flowers in advance as well. But I know that Ajira will have a quest for us in a little while that may require us leaving the Mages Guild and coming back in. So I think what I need to do, just for the moment, I don't know if it's time for that quest yet, but I'm going to leave, come back, and see if it happens.
I'm listening. Go on.
And for all Ajira knows, we are really fast on our feet. Ajira needs mushrooms. Here you go. Whoa! Ajira is impressed. Now Ajira needs flowers. Alright, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Whoa! Ajira is even more impressed. Kevin is very good at what he does. Kevin is also very good at drinking. Does Kevin have flowers for Ajira? Yes, I do. Here are your flowers. You have the flowers that Ajira wants? Yes, I just said that. Yes, these are the flowers that Ajira needs. Ajira has made more potions for you. Ajira hopes that you will use them well. And these potions are 6 cheap restore magicka. Alright, if we're going to be practicing magic, these are going to be needed. And how much are these cheap restore magickas worth? Restore magic 2 points for 5 seconds, which isn't really all that much, but if you look at our stats, our magic count is only 40. So, yeah. That cheap restore magic, it can go a pretty long way. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, in between episodes, I went, while I was at Satanin, I went and bought Frostbite, which is frost damage 15 to 30 points on touch. This will actually be pretty good for us. It seems like a cheap spell. We've got a higher chance to cast it than our other 2 spells. So I think that if we want to train to destruction, and we need a good strong hit against somebody, and we're willing to spend magic points to try to get that good hit, it will be very, very useful for us in doing so. Before we talk to Ajira about more duties, I want to come back up here and see if we can get any more advancement. I am now Kevin the Apprentice. Anything more? Mages Guild appreciates the duties you've done, but you simply do not meet our requirements for journeymen. So we could be up to Ajira / Galbadier's level, but what are the requirements? The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery in the great schools of magic: destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes. This is actually a thing that happens with all the guilds in Morrowind. And I believe some people might be turned off to Morrowind and the guilds because of these requirements, but do you really want a ranking member, a high-ranking member of the Fighters Guild that can't fight? Do you want a high-ranking member of the Mages Guild that is not skilled in magic? Do you want a master thief running your guild if that thief can't sneak, can't do lock-picking, can't evade, jump, acrobatics, run fast, anything like that? No, that's stupid. And I think that's one of the problems with the current Elder Scrolls games. You can do a lot for them, but really, if you're not qualified, why promote you? So, if we go back to our, there we go. If we go back to our stats and go all the way to the bottom of this list, we have the Fighters Guild, the Blades, and the Mages Guild. If you look up in the top right corner, you can see what our current standing in each of them is. In the Fighters Guild, we are a journeyman. Now, looking at info. To be promoted in the Fighters Guild, but aside from doing duties, we need strength and endurance at 30. Both of them. Aside from that, they have favorite skills. Axe, long blade, blunt blade, heavy armor. Blunt blade. Blunt weapon, heavy armor, armorer, and block. One of these skills needs to be at 30, and 2 of them need to be at 5. This seems like it might be a lot of work to get promoted, but really, this is something that I think Morrowind did right. It does create more work for the player, but it does help with the immersion in the game. If you want it, you gotta work for it. You have to be good to get promoted to the next rank. So down here in the Mages Guild, our intelligence and willpower need to be at 30 minimum. Our willpower is at 30, but if we get promoted any higher, we are going to need to improve these attributes. Favorite skills are alchemy, mysticism, illusion, alteration, destruction, and enchant. One of these skills needs to be at 20 for our next rank. So let's go up and look here. Most of our magic skills are in the miscellaneous skills spot. See, we got destruction at 15, which is pretty good. But going up here to our major and minor skills, the only thing that qualifies is alchemy, which is level 16, which is higher than our destruction, despite the fact that alchemy is the only one of these things that we have trained in. So I believe that alchemy will be the leading, what's it called? The leading skill that we will focus on in order to get Mages Guild promotion. And I guess we could do destruction spells too. I did buy that destruction spell mostly for the same reason. But that's something that we will need to work on if we want to continue our skills in the Mages Guild. And pretty much any guild that we do in here, we will need to improve our skills at.
I
didn't even come to talk to you in the first place. I came here to talk to the little kitty cat. Ajira? Flowers and mushrooms. Well, let's ask her about this, actually. About the flowers, you already brought them. About the mushrooms, Ajira thanks you. Alright, do you have any more duties for us? Ajira is very sorry. Ajira has much work to do on these reports, so Ajira can work on her bet with Galbadir. Maybe you can fetch a new ceramic bowl for Ajira. I believe this is the one. What is this ceramic bowl you need exactly? Yes, take these 10 drakes and go find Ajira a ceramic bowl. Ajira thinks Ravir, the trader here in Balmora, has some. Alright, so 10 gold to buy a ceramic bowl. I think that might be a little too much, but whatever. And buying a bowl will give us a slight experience scale in our mercantile, so whatever. Alright, let's go buy a ceramic bowl from Ravir the trader. Alright, lovely. And as long as I'm out here and thinking about it, now that we have progressed in the main guild a little ways, there should be somebody over here somewhere. He's not here now. Shut up. There's somebody around in Balmora now, at least one person that has appeared because we have progressed in the main quest a little bit. I guess we'll have to find him later though. Ravir, buddy, I need a ceramic bowl. Yes, Ravir should have a ceramic bowl. What will you barter for it? Gold. So let's go to miscellaneous to sort it out a little bit better. They're all in alphabetical order, so ceramic bowl for 2 drakes. And I bought it for 1. Alright, pretty darn good. Do we have anything we could sell? No, and I was going to do that stuff off screen anyway. I wonder if I could sell it for 0. No. Oh, you're the one who made the offer though. Fine. Alright. Barter again. Go to miscellaneous, and instead of playing with the gold, I'll just buy 1. Offer. There. Alright, now we can go back.
Yes, Outlander.
My gosh, there's so many dialogue boxes. Alright, ceramic bowl for Ajira the Alchemist. I bet you can guess what she's going to use this for. Drinking. I mean, mixing supplies. Yeah, that's what I said. Ajira! Ajira must find her stolen reports! Do you want the ceramic bowl? Yes, Ajira needs a ceramic bowl. Alright. Stolen reports. Okay, let's ask about the stolen reports then. Ajira needs your help very badly. Galbadir stole Ajira's reports on the properties of local mushrooms and flowers. Ajira knows Galbadir did not leave the Mages Guild, so the reports must be nearby. Can we ask about these things? Ajira thanks you. You already brought them. Alright, do you want the ceramic bowl or not? Alright, fine. Duties. Stolen reports. Alright, fine. Let's see if we can find the stolen reports. Maybe we could ask Galbadir. I don't know if that'll lower Galbadir's disposition if we ask her about it. And I know where one of the reports should be, but I don't know about the second. I don't even know how many there are. Probably 2, I suppose. Step right up. She doesn't say anything different. Can I ask her about duties? Speak with Azira. I did speak with Azira. She said that you stole some reports. Of course not. Are you suggesting that I would steal something from a fellow guild member? Alright, you are going to be in trouble. I know that one of the reports should be over here. Azira's mushroom report. So we can find out a little bit about the alchemical properties. We'll go through this really fast. Luminous Rosola. Mixed with pearls, it makes a very good potion to breathe under the water. A tall toadstool. It's also poison if mixed wrongly, like if you mix it with Rosula. That's a little bit of alchemy. If we mix those 2 mushrooms together that we've been carrying around all this time, we can make it poison. But we can't use the poison on anybody, so it's pretty much pointless unless we want to sell for higher money. Mixed with scales, it lets you walk on the water instead of under the water. Much better. Bungler's Bane. Very bad for you when mixed with almost anything. Very hard to use. But Azira found Bungler's Bane and leftover crushed pearl makes good dispel potion. No bad effects with Azira's skill, but potion tastes very bad. Hypophasia looks like Bungler's Bane. Confuses Azira very easily, but it smells. Makes good mushroom for eating, but too much makes Azira clumsy. I guess that's probably something related. And you can mix it with Nyx Hound meat and smell all enchantment. Ooh, all enchantments. So Bungler's Bane and Nyx Hound meat will help you detect enchantments. That is a skill in here. So let's grab the mushroom reports. There should be one more, the flowers report. I'm guessing it's going to be over there in this little housing area. So let's take a look. Under the beds, behind the beds. No. What about, aha. My vague memory has not failed me. Flower report. Let's see if we can find anything. Gold cannet will plus stone flower petals will make a potion to restore strength. Paste has some bad effects, but they last only short time. Alright, be aware of that. And with those stone flowers, you can gain more magicka by mixing with crushed emeralds and water. Water is not an alchemical ingredient, so that's just something in-game. Willow flowers can be made with frost salts for a shield of frost, with grave dust and green lichens, a potion to cure common disease, and with cork bulb, a potion that can cure paralyzation. So willow flowers seem to be pretty good. Azira thinks Heather comes from Skyrim because the leaves look like the spiny leaves of trees in Skyrim. And they're pink like the Nord people. When mixed with ruby, it makes a very good potion to make you not weigh so much. That sounds good. With a scrap of scamp skin, a potion to restore personality. We actually have a lot of heather, and I believe 1 ruby. So I'll take this, and just to see what exactly this effect is, I'm not really sure. It might be feather. It was heather. I think it is feather. Pretty sure. We don't have a ruby anymore. What happened to the ruby? Did we sell it or something? Maybe I never grabbed it. That is weird. Anyway. Azira, I found your reports. Yes, stolen reports. Yes, here they are. Yes, these are the reports Azira needs. Azira thanks you, Kevin. Azira is your friend always. Azira worked very hard on these potions for you. Really, exclusive potion of fire shield. I sold a bargain or cheap one because it wasn't that good, but that sounds impressive. Also frost shield and lightning shield and 2 exclusive spell absorptions. These are pretty good potions. I'm probably not going to sell these. These sound very impressive. Yeah, these are good. Can we give her the ceramic bowl now? Duties? Azira knows many secrets, but they are not yet for friend Kevin. Speak with Azira again when you are a warlock. Rannis Atheris here may have duties for you, but Azira does not like Rannis much. Maybe you should speak with Azira's good friend Edwina Elbert at the Guild of Mages in Alderun? Alright, so in today's episode, we pretty much completed all of Azira's duties for low-ranking members at the Mages Guild. And we could get advancement, but we're not ready for advancement quite yet because we're not skilled enough. And Azira, can you give us any training? She can't train us in alchemy, and we only need 4 bits of training to get to a good level for that. So let's do a bit of alchemy training. And 1 more. Bam. Now let's see if we can get some advancement. Just need to go all the way back up here and talk to Rannis. Rannis might have some stuff for us, but I think that we probably need to have enough skills to be advanced as much as we need to before she'll give us actual duties. But we can get 1 point of advancement to Journeyman. They appreciate the duties, and their next requirements are for Evoker. So let's look at what these requirements are. Oh wait, it's right up here. Next rank, Evoker, Intelligence and Willpower at 30, so we are set for that. We need 1 skill at 30 and 2 skills at 5. The 2 skills at 5 isn't anything to worry about. The lowest possible skills you can have will always be level 5. But 1 skill at 30, alright, so we would need to improve our alchemy by 10 points, but that's quite a ways off. What was that? Security at 77? Pretty good. And how close are we to leveling up? Not bad. Actually, I believe that might be a good way to end this episode. Let's get 2 more bits of training in alchemy, and then level up. That sounds good. And that kind of depleted our gold reserves. But now we are ready to level up, so let's do that. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall 1 part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as through a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath. Your tongue fluttered in vain. Well, that was a creepy dream, and we didn't level up. Let's try this again. You have ascended to level 3, and we got some good boosts this time. Strength and agility up by 4, that is wonderful. And everything else can go up by 2 or 1 point, but personality is the lowest one at level 30. Thank goodness Kevin has learned something about being nice to people. And that is a level up for us. Very excellent, much needed. I think I see some weird clipping. Oh, no I don't. Whatever. My bad. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. Lots of Mages Guild worked on today, and the Mages Guild members like us a lot more. Actually, we did a lot of work for Jira too, so she also got some bonuses. How much does she like us by now? 99! Wow. So, Ajira's disposition has gone up by 50 points. Just doing duties for her, and plus work for the Mages Guild. That is a good thing. And now we can probably barter and get training with her for incredibly low prices. So the training in alchemy that we got... yeah, she likes me in sugar. So the training we got from her was actually some of the cheapest we could get in the entire game at these levels. Wow. Very, very excellent. That's going to be it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please click the like button. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe. There are new video game episodes out every day of the week. Subscribe and you can see everything the moment it comes out. And as usual, leave your comments below on what you want to see for next weekend's episodes. We are pretty close to Uragramozgob. Is that her name? I don't remember anymore. So we could continue the main quest a little bit further, or we could do some freelance adventuring even. That's also an option. We can go explore some tombs, some caves, some whatevers. Grab a whole bunch of equipment, sell it for gold, and come back and get training, if you want, for some new skills so that we could level up in the Mages Guild. Or we could head back to the Fighters Guild and do the codebook quest, or head out to another city and do other kinds of work. There's a whole bunch of options we can do right now. I'm going to assume that most people in the comments will say that we should stick around in Balmora a bit longer. But if you don't want to, that's fine. There's a lot to Morrowind. We can go a whole bunch of different places. So, what do you guys want to see next? Should we choose a town at random? Should we stay in Balmora? What do you want? Leave your comments below. I will see you next episode when those comments are put into action. Take care.